You know, as a salesman, you do this thing just by nature after a while. You go into a meeting or you go somewhere, and then all that you do is you look for opportunities that you can connect with people, that you can, just have that one moment where you can get some information so that maybe you can make a sale somewhere or just connect to the people. And then you are constantly looking for those opportunities. And the same thing should happen in small group actually. We should be constantly wired for just the opportunities that God brings over our path to let His kingdom come and to show people just that He loves them, and we know that. And sometimes it's a little bit difficult, but there are two things that I want to just quickly share regarding this. The first thing is it's a spiritual way that you can look at it. And we see that in John chapter 4, where Jesus, he goes through Samaria. It's a little bit of a wayward path that he takes to get to his destination that he wanted to go to. But he had this feeling, and it says there, he had this must-needs feeling that he must go to Samaria. So he went there and he meets this woman at the well. And in that place, in that one instance, God opens the door to a whole city for the gospel of Jesus Christ to come in that place, because Jesus had a must-needs feeling that he should go there. So for us, there's an opportunity in a spiritual sense, like we see there, but then there's also just a physical opportunity and things and needs that we can see that we need to take and be aware of when it comes to small group and when you are together, and even just personally for you as well. So we see a lot of people in church, and they have this thing that, I'm not qualified, or I'm not ready yet. The Bible doesn't say we need to be ready to do anything. Only thing is we need to have Jesus in our heart, and then we need to share. And we need to see where the opportunities are, and we need to go into those places. And we see in the story of Moses that when he was in this place where God wanted to send him to do a mighty work, God asked him and said, Moses, what is in your hand? And then he had his staff in his hand, and what he had in his hand he had to use to do mighty miracles for God and with God's power. So whatever you've got in your hand, that's what you need to work with. Whatever you have in your hand as a small group, that's what you need to work with. So don't say that you have nothing, because everybody has got something. Everybody has got a measure of faith that you can work with. We see that in the story of just when Jesus speaks in Matthew 25, verse 14 to 30. He speaks about just talents, and it's a place of money that he speaks about. It's stewardship. And then he says, in that place of you having received talents, the one has received 5, and the other one 2, and then the one that has received 1, he comes and he brings back to God what he had. Okay, so as he brings it back to God, he says, I knew you to be this hard man, that reaps where you didn't sow, and all of those things, and I was afraid, but here's back what you gave me. And then what did Jesus tell him? Or the master tell him in that story? He said, you wicked and lazy servant. If we don't multiply, like we do, then God doesn't see us as being faithful with what He's given us. And then even that guy that thought that he didn't have anything, didn't have enough, what God said in that story is, take that 1 talent that guy has got, and give it to the one that has 10. Because more shall be given to those who has, and even the little that those have that don't do anything with will be taken away from them. So as a small group, as a person, look for opportunities. Ask God for opportunities so that you can give an account and be a good steward and faithful with the things that God has given you as a small group or as a small group leader.